Hey there, welcome to Story Writing Camp. We have now finished over half our courses, and thanks to your patience and perseverance in writing. In today's course, we will talk about how to design conflicts in stories. A story is composed of various elements, such as characters, backgrounds, and plots. We all know that the plot design is the key to every story because it determines a story goes smoothly and attractively or not. But what is the fundamental element in the plot design? The conflict. A conflict is a triggering event, difficulty, or threat faced by characters in the story. A conflict is like a stone thrown into water. Here are some types of conflicts. Conflicts between characters. Under this type, the most typical one is between the protagonist and the villain. Characters oppose each other because of their opposing interests, concepts, feelings, etc. The two sides will have verbal and/or physical confrontations. Conflict between characters and the environment. When a character suddenly comes to a new and unfamiliar environment, there will be a period of uncomfortable adaptation. Thus, conflicts between the character and the environment appear naturally. They could be triggered by the differences in the customs and social rules. Such examples are more prominent in werewolf stories and fantasy stories where the hero or heroine travels between different worlds. Conflict within a character. For a character to be good, especially if he is the protagonist, his personality must develop and change. He must have a character arc. He must overcome some of his shortcomings, such as arrogance, timidity, or ruthlessness. When a character faces a series of events, he must overcome external conflicts, overcome his inner shortcomings, and complete his growth cycle. Only by resolving the conflicts within himself can a character be considered a success. Here are some conflicts that we can always read in web fictions. Mate versus rejected. Wealth versus decline. Family integrity versus family fragmentation. Loyalty versus betrayal. Strong relationship versus broken relationship. Real emotions versus contract marriage. Now we will use the acquainted story Obsession with My Forced Wife as an example. See how its author, Catherine Z, designed conflicts and the characters around Lance. First, Lance has a self-conflict. He harbored hatred for the McLean family, but he fell in love with Evelyn McLean. This conflict inevitably caused an emotional crisis between Lance and Evelyn. Second, the conflict between Lance and Evelyn. Lance loves Evelyn. He initially regarded love as a charity, but Evelyn wanted equality and respect. This conflict will affect the emotional development between them. Lance also has conflicts with supporting roles. There's a character, Kerwin. He is Evelyn's classmate, work partner, most importantly, an admirer. Kerwin has always liked Evelyn. He and Evelyn used to pursue the same dream in the movie industry. Even though Evelyn married Lance later, Kerwin would always show up and help Evelyn in critical moments. So Kerwin is a threat to Lance. There will be some confrontations between them. Because of Kerwin, Lance will also understand his love and possessiveness for Evelyn. Of course, there are a lot more conflicts that lead to changes in characters in this story. Each one of them has a different time, place, and unique process. After experiencing all the conflicts, Lance has changed from an independent, arrogant, loveless mafiosa to a gentle, firm, considerate husband. Every conflict helped Lance understand some of his inner feelings and allowed him to make some changes. The importance of the conflict should be self-evident. Happy stories without any twists are boring, as well as characters without any shortcomings. Suppose a reader opens a book and they find the characters living ordinary lives where nothing happens or changes. If that happened, the reader might as well choose to stop reading. A good story must contain conflicts. The more pressure the characters are put under, the more engaging the story will be. Although your story may eventually and likely will lead to a happy ending, the road to happiness must be full of winds and rains. Conflicts are like hooks. They can help you catch readers. Start designing some conflicts and put them in your story. You will find that conflicts make ideas bubble and boil in your mind, and you will soon complete a great chapter. In the next course, we will lay eyes on another crucial element, dialogue. See you soon.